I'm Mitch Milan. I live in Waimea Valley on the west side of Kauai, and I surf a surf break called Davidson's, which is in Kikaha. And I was surfing there October 9th, Monday, after a hard day of work, and just thought I'd stop off and get a couple waves, and paddled out by myself, but there were two people out at that point. And at the end of the day, definitely getting to be nighttime, when all of a sudden on my left side, a large tiger shark came up and bit the left side of my board, my left hand, and the pectoral fins knocked me kind of head over heels backwards. As the shark took the board out to sea, there was kind of a fountain of blood as I went head over heels. I saw my hand just bleeding profusely. I didn't take a really good look at it, but I knew that there was blood. There was a lot of blood. I just, kind of watching the event as the shark is trying to take the board underwater, and I pulled the board back, and I remember my friend Gary being right on top of me in just an instant saying, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta paddle in. And as I pulled the board away from the shark, I just remember this feeling of complete hopelessness, thinking, if this shark turns on me, this is curtains. And I had a nice conversation with God right then, just saying, God, if this is it, make it quick, or help me get in, help me to live. And what I was overwhelmed with at that second was a sense of peace, of complete peace, that the only thing I can give praise to it would be to God and my relationship with God. Grab my board, Gary's there, let's go. Wave closed out in front of us. I caught the soup and just kept paddling, and every time I paddled, blood's going everywhere, and I'm just thinking, I gotta get to shore. Please, God, just let me get to shore. And I look over my shoulder as we're maybe 50 feet from the beach, and there's Gary right there. And he grabbed the board, ran up shore, hopped in his truck, wrapped it. He had some rags, we wrapped it up, and off to the ER room we drove. The initial gash started right at the bottom knuckle and then went down like 3-4 inches across. This was all splayed open. And then another tooth hit on the side of the ring finger and gashed probably inch and a half gash right to the bone. And then another tooth came in about 3/8 of an inch down on the fingernail and went across horizontally, and again just flayed it. It was just hanging by a thread. So the doctors were very wonderful, stitched me back up, and no infections, which absolutely praise God. As everybody was kind of asking me, hey, what happened? Everybody was so quick to use the word lucky. And I had the opportunity to do a bunch of interviews, and you are so lucky. And every time a person has used the word luck, I've corrected them and said, no, blessed, guarded. From the spiritual end, it has opened up doors that I thought have been closed for decades. Best friend that I worn my kneecaps out praying for calls me up, and we're talking, and he comes into the things. I tell him about the whole situation, and he's like, Mitch, how can you be so at peace with this? His words, not mine. And I'm just like, this is nothing more than a relationship with God, my God taking care of me, protecting me. And his next question was one that, gosh, in my prayers I was hoping to hear when he was 12, 13, 14 years old, was, in my life, I feel as if I'm missing it. What is it, Mitch? wonderful. I mean, beyond wonderful. I mean, like, we don't have to open our mouth for people to know that we're Christians. You know, our example speaks way louder than any other witness that we'd have. And it becomes really apparent when people are just like, man, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. And really taking this to a heart level. The situation here isn't that, hey, I got hit by a tiger shark. The real deal here is any of us could die. This could be any of us. That we need to be ready. We need to have our hearts right. We need to be talking to God. We need that relationship with God.